I think one of the most important aspects of Oklahoma Contemporary is its accessibility. The fact that we don't charge admission for tickets, the fact that we are reaching as broad of an audience as possible. And that means that we can approach our artists with the understanding that they're going to touch all the audiences that are here in the state, as well as people who come by from other states and from other regions of the world. So with that, the artists feel more empowered to really kind of make sure that their voice is being heard in a manner that they have developed it, living here and being from here. And also artists who just are curious to address our audiences that are coming in internationally working with us as well. So I think the fact that we have more democratic access as a result of that free admission, and we have a wider audience, a broader audience, so that means that we're not stifling an artist's vision. I think one of the best compliments I hear is how they really start to feel that they understand the architecture. Especially in this particular room, there's a lot of angles. I don't think there's a single 45-degree angle in this room, to be honest. That was by design from the architect. And that kind of dynamic space really does kind of make you appreciate the structure itself. So being able to watch people see the art and then let the art show off aspects of the building, to me, seems that it's a very successful interplay between the space and the works. I think the mission of this space is about Oklahoma artists or artists addressing Oklahoma. And you can't really talk about Oklahoma without talking about its rich diversity. This state, even before it became a state, was extremely complex. Even when it was mainly indigenous populations, or multiple indigenous populations even prior to removal, who were interacting with each other. So this is a very cosmopolitan area to begin with. And then you add the history of statehood and the other cultures and the settlers that came in afterwards, and it gets even more complex after that because we still have a strong indigenous presence here. So therefore, what you're looking at is a space with a rich tapestry of diversity.
The pandemic has certainly required us to pivot, but it's put us in a really great place to work with artists who might not have been able to fly out here otherwise. Additionally, it allows us to have these public programs with a larger audience than could fit into our small teatro theater. With that being said, you'll have some exciting things to look forward to, including walks through artist studios. You'll get to see some of the artwork that they've been working on during this COVID epidemic. You will also have gallery walkthroughs that will be streaming live and virtually. And on top of all of that, there will also be options for a little bit of outdoor programming, including a concert series that will be, again, very safely run. On Thursday nights, there will be one program each night, potentially online, or in some cases, like our concerts, safely distanced and outside. So you'll still get to feel a little bit of the fun, but in a manner that makes sure that everyone is healthy and safe. The new Friday night series was envisioned as a way to engage the community further and find kind of fun and playful routes into art. We know that a 10-week commitment of studio school might be too much for some folks who have busy lives, especially busy work lives. So these programs were designed for you, your friend, your partner, your group of gal pals to get together online and enjoy a simple art making experience, which could be as easy as learning how to paint with watercolor and kind of having a paint party, to having a silly drink and draw activity where even if you don't know how to draw, by the end of it you'll be giggling and at least putting pencil to paper.
You know, I think my favorite space in the museum has to be, right now, the lobby. I really like watching people enter when they can. You know, unfortunately we've been a little bit restricted in how many people we can let enjoy the building, but just being able to watch people come in and just sort of feel that sense of awe, that they're in it, that they're inside the building, that they made it. I think it's just great to watch people walk in the door and try to get their heads around the space and get their heads around the fact that we now have a home for all this kind of artistic, creative force in the state.